Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and in this video I'm going to talk about the F1 2021 video game. Codemasters released a trailer yesterday, and I'm going to go through some of the features, what they added into the game. Now, the big news is there'll be no Hanoi or Shanghai on the game, which that is a real surprise. Hanoi, I could not give a damn about because I hate that circuit on F1 2020 anyway. But Shanghai, I'm real surprised but I'm excited at the same time they added Imola and Portimao onto the calendar. But this time playing on Imola, you will notice that near the start and finish straight, there'll be no more twisty chicane like there were on previous F1 games, like the Studio Liverpool ones and the earlier games. So yeah, that's going to be a huge difference. My Team Career, but you could have a two-player My Team Career, so you could be driving one car and your friends could be driving another car, and literally you'd have to build your own R&D tree for both drivers. So I think that is an exciting feature, and with the Deluxe Edition you get it 3 days earlier, and for My Team Career you get classic drivers. So imagine you can have someone like Jenson Button in your team, or maybe you can say, I know he's not an F1 anymore, say Michael Schumacher or someone. Imagine you can have them in your F1 team. That'd be flipping awesome. I'm absolutely buzzing for the game. It sounds absolutely fantastic. Of course, this two-player career mode, so you can play as one driver and your friends can play as another driver. Like, you could be in a Mercedes and your friends could be in a Red Bull, which I'm absolutely, wow, exciting. The feature I'm most excited about the most though is an F2 story mode where you start off in F2 and work your way up to F1. Oh, that is absolutely magical. Because back in F1 2019, they did something similar, but it only lasted for 2 or 3 races before you were promoted to F1. But this story mode looks like it's an actual story mode where you do a whole season in F2 and then get promoted to F1, which I think that is absolutely a fantastic idea by Codemasters and EA Sports. Of course, this will be the first game what is dual collaboration, EA and Codemasters. But I think Codemasters has still designed most of the game because obviously EA Sports only took over a few months ago, so it'll still be mainly a Codemasters game, but I'm absolutely buzzing for it. It will still be able to play on PS4 and Xbox One, but for the first time it'll be able on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Now, if you don't have a PS5, good news is you'll still be able to play it on PS4, but I cannot wait to see what the graphics are like, because I got a PS5, so to see the high resolution, I believe the same engine is still being used, but obviously the graphics be a bit sharper because I'll be playing it on PS5, but this sounds like a really good, this is going to be an epic F1 game, and I really hope it delivers. I must admit, I really enjoyed F1 2020, probably the most F1 game I played since F1 2010, because I'm loving My Team Career on F1 2020, and I'm so glad they're carrying it on into F1 2021. Now, as of the two-player mode, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not really a big fan of online racing or online gaming, so I'll carry on just doing the one-player mode where I'm either my own driver or racing for my own team, like on F1 2020. But I'm absolutely hyped. When I saw the trailer yesterday, I was absolutely buzzing, and so was my friend, UFC Racer. He was like a kid at Christmas with that trailer. He was so excited. So comment your thoughts down below, what you think of the game, what features you're looking forward to the most. I will always reply. Bye bye.